Are you a real estate agent? Are you a real estate broker? Are you a team leader? Are you wondering, how do you have a successful, prolonged business, a good business in real estate as a real estate agent? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about how treating your customers and your database like a garden is a super key way to have a successful real estate business. So if that's something that makes you go, what the heck is Josh getting ready to talk about? Stick around. That's what this video is all about. And at the end of the video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and share it with your other real estate friends so they can start looking at real estate in a different perspective, in a garden perspective. All right. If you're new to the channel, my name is Josh Barnett. I am a real estate agent over at eXp Realty, and I was deaf to eXp Realty for about 6 years. And then I actually listened to what it had to offer, and I was completely blown away. I've been at small independent brokerages, large brokerages. I've had my own brokerage, and I've been at franchises. And I am 100% comfortable telling you eXp Realty is mind-blowing. If you've got pains in your real estate business, or if you're getting ready to retire and you're tired of being the broker owner, you're tired of being the team leader, and you want to know how to continue that business without having to be that person anymore, schedule a call with me. Book a call down below. I'd love to chat with you about everything eXp Realty has to offer and how whatever pain point you have, I'm pretty sure eXp Realty has a solution to that pain point. Now let's get in today's video. Treat your customers, treat your database like a garden. In everything in life, I believe it was the very first commandment, but we are to go and tend the garden. Go and tend the garden. So if you're in the real estate business, if you're a real estate agent, if you're a team leader, if you're a broker owner, the core business are the customers. Now, if you're a team leader and a broker owner, your business is also your team members and also your agents in your brokerage. But we're just going to focus on the customers today, and you have to tend that garden. So one of the first ways to tend that garden, is to simply have great communication with them. Give them a call. When things come up, give them a call. If you haven't talked to them, if you're actively looking at houses with the buyer, you're talking to them a lot more. So the communication's not as upfront as it would be as if you're just staying in touch with your past customers, staying in touch with your potential prospective sellers. But communication is the very first key in any garden when you're dealing with customers. So just keep that line of communication open. I'm gonna have to pause the video here and come back. All right, folks, thanks for bearing with me. I had to take that phone call, working on verifying that a septic system sprinklers work. I had to flip around real quick and go meet the septic guy at a property to make sure that I got it on video that the sprinklers were working. So I'm still, as you know, I still sell houses. I don't just run a shadow team. I still sell houses. So, okay, let's get into, we finished up, communication is the first part of tending your garden, aka your customers, your past customers, etc., etc. Communication. That's the number one way to tend them, to maintain that relationship. Number two, the second best way to tend your garden in sales, in real estate sales, is to always outline the process. The more knowledgeable that your customers are about the process, the more that they feel that you're keeping them informed and they know the process, the easier it is for you to reap the fruit of that garden. So what I mean by frame, it's as simple as the listing contract and the purchase contract. Those are frames. Those are outlines to the process. They literally take people through the process for that section. So if you're going to help a seller, make sure they understand the process. They understand the getting ready the house. They understand the photo shoot. They understand the marketing. They understand taking showings. They understand taking offers. They understand the offer process. And for buyers and sellers, the offer process, make sure they understand the inspections, the title work, the appraisal, the survey, etc., etc. the timelines, the response timelines. Because contracts written by the state, written by the bar, written by the state real estate commission, they are very specific. They keep everything outlined. They keep it all framed. So as long as you're tending your garden by explaining to them the process thoroughly in a way that they understand and keeping them in the loop with the communication, step 1, step 2, framing the whole process, your garden is going to produce fruit. You're going to be able to reap the rewards of the work that you're putting into it. Number 3, the third thing you can do to tend your garden, to make sure that your garden produces fruit, aka your customers, is listen to them. I've done another video on listening. I've done a lot of videos on listening, but you have to listen to the customer's needs. If they want to sell the house and the timeline or reaching their why on selling the house may almost 90% of the time outweigh the net. So whatever the net is may not be near as important as the timeline or reaching the goals, getting to the why on why the seller wants to sell the house, or getting to the why on why the buyer wants to buy the house. You know, if they're coming up against the school enrollment period, they may need to contract something ASAP. And if they don't feel like you understand that need, if you're not listening to their needs as a salesman, as a saleswoman, they may start looking at other agents to tend their garden, to take care of their needs so they can produce the fruit that they're looking for. So you've really got to listen to your customers' needs, and that's why communication is number 1. The biggest part about communication is just listening. Just listening, guys. Make sure you know what your customers' needs are, whatever their goals are in selling or buying that house, and make sure you're addressing that concern and letting them know that you care. You're not just out there to sell their house, or not just out there to help them buy a house. You literally care about their need. The fourth way that you can tend your garden is by sending reports or newsletters. I know it sounds simple. I know it sounds like, what is he talking about? Well, if you have a listing, you can have Realtor.com send that customer weekly reports on the traffic. So not only are they getting your showing notifications, not only are they receiving your feedback and your communication about the showings, but they're also receiving weekly reports on the online traffic from the #1 website in the whole nation when it comes to real estate, Realtor.com. By getting that report, just that report alone, not even including the other 3 things that are better than just this report, your customer is going to feel like you care about them more. The customer is going to feel like you're a harder worker. And guys, the report is free through Realtor.com. Send them the listing report. As far as buyer reports go, you can send them weekly updates on the market in which they're buying. Like if there's a specific school district that they want to live in, grab that zip code's market update report and send it through them. If you're at eXp Realty already, I can show you how to do that with KV Core. Just shoot me an email. Let me know you need some help doing that. If you're not at eXp Realty, shoot me an email and I can do a Zoom and show you how KV Core sends those weekly market reports so the customer can see what's going on in that specific market. Send them a report once a week. It's automated, folks. Doesn't cost you anything to set it up. It's automated. Just set it up. Number 5, I'm going to say it again because it's really important. Even when you're under contract, you have to keep communication going. Communication is so important in this process. You got to keep people informed. You got to let people know that you care about their business, that you're working behind the scenes. They don't know what we do behind the scenes. They don't have a clue what we're doing behind the scenes every day. Fielding calls from buyers, fielding pay-per-click ad calls, fielding Facebook ads. You know, we're talking with our buyer reps. We're making sure our buyer reps are staying in touch with people in an effort to get them back to that listing, back to that seller. And our buyers, they don't know that we're also calling. We're also prospecting the neighborhoods that they're interested in to find houses for them. They don't know that. So you got to stay in communication. You got to tell people what you're doing. That way they know that you're working hard for them. They're not going to bear fruit if you do not have good communication. I know that was number 1, and it's also number 5. All right, number 6 Number 6, guys, this is more after the closing. This is more why you're still trying to earn a seller's business, but staying in touch. Stay in touch with your people. Tending your garden in sales is staying in touch with your people, letting your people know that you care about them. If they don't know you care about them, if you're not staying in touch with them, when some other agent calls them, they're going to forget who you are. And that's why some programs, some marketing programs say that you have to stay in touch with your people at least once every 14 days. It's so simple. It's so simple. After the close or when you're prospecting that seller, I'm getting ready to tell you all you have to do. Once a month, send a market report on their market. Whether that's, you may not want to go as micro as their neighborhood because there may not be any updates, but you could do their zip code. You could do their school, their high school, the school district. You could do that. But once a month, at the beginning of the month, send them a market update. If you want to see what I'm talking about, just email me or text me your email and text me what zip code you're interested in, and I'll send you a market update for you so you can see what I'm talking about. But the market update that KV Core sends is so interactive. It is so, I'm blown away. I see these reports every month and I'm still blown away from them because how detailed they are, how informative they are, how interactive they are. They get people to actually click and use the report. They're really, really awesome. So once a month, send them a market update. And then in the middle of the month, so I send my market updates at the beginning of the month, and then in the middle of the month, I send my newsletter. And my newsletter, for me personally, you can make your newsletter however you want, but my newsletter is just the last 6 best videos that I shot during that last month. I just repurpose that, put it in a newsletter, and send it to them. It's that simple. It takes me maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours tops, depending on if I have my phone off or not. But sending them a newsletter once a month and send them a market update once a month, stagger it, one at the beginning of the month, one in the middle of the month, that's going to keep you in touch with them. And it's also going to get them to interact with your website and get them to interact with your video page. So that's it. Those are the 6 items that you have to do to tend your garden to make sure that you have a prosperous business. If you do that, and if you're consistent with it, and if you continue it and do it good, you're gonna get business from it, folks. You're absolutely gonna get business from it. If you don't tend your garden, if you don't take care of your customers, if you don't stay in touch with your customers, if you don't listen to your customers, they're not gonna bear you any fruit. The way to get fruit from your garden as a salesperson is listen to those customers' needs, work to accomplish that customer's needs, their goals, and then stay in touch with that customer. It's really that simple. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you like content like this. My name's Josh Barnett. I'm a real estate agent over at eXp Realty. I make this channel to help agents succeed. If you're a broker, owner, team leader, or an agent like myself, and you're unhappy where you're at, or you're looking to start downsizing a little, taking a more backseat approach, reach out to me. eXp Realty has tons of solutions, and if you've got pain points in your business, I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, eXp's got a solution for you. You guys enjoy the outro, and I'll see you on the next clip.